I'll slide
I
them
like
to
that
you.
idea.
You know.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I
there you
totally
go.
just hit my lip with my straw.
And that's a metal
It is
straw
a metal
too.
straw.
I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. So we got some funny stuff for you guys.
Okay.
All right. So I want to hear because both of us have to or have had to knock on a door or two or
Hmm.
three. Or we have been in a buyer situation,
Yeah.
me more or less on the real estate side, but you on buying you and your wife a home.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
So, oh man, I tell you what, whenever I moved to Burleson, honestly, like I wanted to move to Alito because I have boys, right? And
Right.
I'm like, man, I'm like, these boys are gonna be football stars, and turns out, yeah, not so much. They're like Fortnite stars,
Oh,
so
that's when you
yeah.
get them off the video games and put them
Oh
outside.
man, my kids make really really good grades, and I can't complain. I
Okay,
think
I
my
got
I have
you.
one son that, no joke, his lowest grade I think is a 97. He's in
Nice.
the seventh grade, and
That's
I mean
great.
he's a rock star. I mean, this kid like tested so high, like not only in the state of Texas but actually in the United States. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's so smart. So I can't complain. I'm like, dude, I'm like, no. I'm like, dude, you're my retirement plan. You're gonna be my little doctor or something like that.
Right.
And yeah, so you don't have to play sports. All right, we're good. We don't need any head injuries. So,
Exactly.
but whenever we were looking for houses, everything like that. I mean, this is so funny because whenever you told me that we were going to talk about this and everything like that, I was like, man, I was like, what funny stuff have I ever seen? I'm like, man, so just one story just kind of just really just sticks out in my head. And I tell you, I mean, it was so funny because we found this house and I was like, man, I was like, this is like the perfect house. I've always wanted to live in a two-story house. My
Right.
wife at that time, was like, no. She goes, I don't want to live in a house that's two-story. But I was like, well, let's just go check it out, right? And it had
Right.
like the cool, like like little walkway across, like and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I love this house. But then as we're walking through it, I'm like, man, this house really has a lot of dead space,
Uh-huh.
right? So I'm like,
There's
so
always a curiosity when that happens.
yeah, and I'm like, where is the rest of this house, right? So I go into this bedroom. We're all in the master bedroom, and we're looking around. I'm like, all right, so there's the bathroom, right?
Right.
Taquito.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing now.
That's it.
Taquito.
Taquito, exactly. So I'm like, all right, there's the bathroom. There's the closet. I'm like, what's that door?
Hmm.
Right. So there's another door in this bedroom. And I was like,
It's a secret door.
it really was. I opened this door. All right. And at that time we had 2 4-year olds and a 5-year old. Right.
Yep.
So I open this door and automatically they see stairs. Right. So they haul butt up these stairs. Right. And I'm like, all right, there's another room up here. And
Right.
I'm not thinking anything. And I go up there and it is straight up 50 Shades of Gray in this room.
Awesome.
I'm talking, the shelves that we have in our garage, the metal
Yes.
ones that you have, and it's like, oh, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all organized, like just stuff that you would like. I'm telling you, and my kids are grabbing stuff, right? The really, really smart
Oh
one literally like jumps onto this swing and he's swinging across the middle of this
no.
room.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I'm dead serious. And I was just like, I was
Hopefully, if
all
it's
like,
organized,
no.
it's clean.
Yeah, I was like, don't touch that. I was so bad, and I'm like, and I don't, yeah, I'm like, man, I'm like, if you're gonna show a house, box that stuff up.
Lock that
Something, lock
door.
that door. Tell the adults, say, hey,
Yeah.
we
Don't
have
bring your
a,
kids
yeah,
there.
don't, yeah. I mean, they had a playground in the back of the thing. It's like my
Yeah.
kids like went from swinging on a swing set to swinging on
A sex
50,
swing.
yeah, sex swing. I was, 50 Shades of Gray type of swing. I'm just
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
yeah. And I mean,
I love
they
it.
had a huge TV in there and it actually had stuff playing on the TV.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
dead serious. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, what about you? I know you got something funny.
Okay, so it wasn't necessarily when I was in real estate, but I was working in security
Mm.
and I was knocking on a door to, set up an appointment. Well, I guess she forgot about our appointment and she opened the door with nothing on the top.
Oh,
Just boobs hanging right there in front of my face. As soon as she opened the door, I was like,
what was
I
that?
mean, if you want to go and put a shirt on, ma'am, I will just wait kindly out here until you. She's like, it's okay, honey. It's okay. So I seriously had to sit there and talk to this woman with her shirt off by her front door.
No kidding. What was that address? I'm gonna go sell her a roof. No, I'm
I was
joking.
in Fort Worth.
Oh.
It was great. And then okay, so I've had some situations. There was a okay, what about scary? You go first. What do you have that like was a scary kind
Oh,
of or like freaked you out or something?
so
Creepy.
yeah. So I also own a landscape company,
Mhm.
right? So I had met a new customer and we started talking and she told me that she couldn't do any kind of work anymore. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. What, if you don't mind me asking, what happened? Right. And she goes, you won't believe me. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I believe you.
Mhm.
I was like, I've dealt with a lot in my life, and she started telling me about how her house was haunted. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And like literally she was at the top of the stairs and this ghost like picked her up and threw her down the stair and it broke her neck. Right. And that's why it's
What?
like now she can't do any like work, anything like that. Like her neck is just so stiff and everything like that. And uh I mean just freaked me out. Like now it's like, obviously I don't mow yards, but
Right.
my guys mow yards and I haven't told them that story. I'm like, hey, yeah.
Just
But I'm
go there, don't go in the house.
yeah, I did. That's the thing. I was like, yeah, no. And I don't know. I mean, like apparently like the people that she bought the house from, um, the old man that lived there passed away and all that stuff. And then yeah, I mean it's just a weird thing. And I was like, yeah, I'm
I'm
yeah,
out.
I'm out. Yeah. She was like, yeah,
Poor thing.
hey, all the other roofers, I'll send you the address. I'll never sell them a roof.
It's all
It's
yours.
all yours. I ain't getting thrown off that roof. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's some bad juju right there.
Or get hurt in the attic or coming
Yeah.
down from the attic.
I'm such a believer in
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know why, when I was a kid, we lived in a house that was like no joke, it was haunted. Like it was
Yeah.
so haunted, and yeah, so it's like now it's like I truly believe in that.
Right.
And it's so funny because yesterday I was driving and if the lady that drives this car is listening, it's so funny because she cuts me off, right? So I honked at her, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I started looking at her back window and she's got like one of those like stars on the back, right? And then like had like these little devil horns and then a witch on the back window. And then I
Oh.
looked at her license plate and it says witchy on there.
Oh, she's a
Or
witchy
witch,
woman.
a witch, it's a witch one or something like that. And I was
Oh.
all like, oh crap. I was like, I just honked this lady. She's gonna put a spell on me. I was like, crap. I was like, I should really watch what I do,
Yeah, you
So yeah,
should.
but yeah, that's yeah. So needless to say, that was probably the scariest one that I think I've ever had to deal with because, like I said, I mean, I believe in that stuff. I'm
Right.
like, man, I'm like, no, I don't do ghosts. I don't do scary movies. I can tell you right now, if I watch a scary movie,
What?
you are literally like walking me to the bathroom for the rest of the night.
That is so mean.
Dude, I
I'm the
have,
same way.
yeah, I have a blanket that I watch scary movies
Yes.
with. And it's one of those like
The
like the
weighted
old,
ones?
well, it's like the knitted ones,
Oh,
like
the knitted.
like your
Oh,
grandma
yeah.
used to make and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So, and I watched the movie through like the holes of this blanket, like it's gonna protect
That's
me,
awesome.
you know. And then yeah, and
Oh,
then for the
man.
rest of the night, like I'm
Uh,
sleeping the light on. Like I'm
yeah.
scared of the dark. You
Oh
know,
my goodness.
I've been to Iraq so many times, but I am scared of the dark.
That
So
is so
I have one
funny.
of those imaginations that just runs rampant, and
Right.
it's like,
Especially if you watch something like that, it just
yeah.
entices it.
Oh, and I just feel like it just invites like bad juju in,
Right. But
you
that's
know?
that's what you do. You just don't invite it.
Exactly.
You
So you
just
just
don't
don't watch
invite
it.
it.
Like I will literally, if I like, if people in my house want to watch a scary movie, I'm like, all right, I'm down. I get my scary blanket, I'm good to go.
And then you
you
sage the
know?
house.
Exactly. No, and then I gotta watch, like, Homeward Bound afterwards,
Oh, yeah, yes,
you
same.
know? I gotta watch something happy.
Right,
I can't go to work I can't go
right.
to bed on
Happy or
that note.
sad?
Yeah, I don't know, I'm not a sad person. I can't do sad.
Well, sometimes after a scary movie, though, it helps.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
it
know.
does. just, FYI.
Yeah, I'm, I'm like the ultimate guy. I have to watch, like, funny stuff,
Yeah, I
you
do like
know?
comedy. Comedy's
Yeah,
my favorite. That's my
uh,
go-to.
yeah.
Comedy and action.
What did I
Like
watch
action
last
movies.
night? I
And
was
suspense. I do like suspense.
Did you? Do you?
I like
Yeah, I
suspense.
do too.
Horror, though, I
Like,
don't know. It depends.
what's that TV show? The one that's always got like where the wife is like poisoning her husband like over time and stuff like that, and then it turns out she's been married 19 times and killed all of her husbands.
Dang, I
Uh,
don't. Imposter?
no, 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 no. It's like a TV like a channel that plays movies like that.
Oh, you're talking about
Lifetime.
Lifetime. Yes,
Lifetime
yes.
movies. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is my jam right there. Like I literally, I mean, it's like the
We're learning
worst
so much about you. I love
dude. Worst acting ever, but it's like those plots are just like
Yes.
on point, and I'm just sitting there going, "Yeah." I'm
Mhm.
like,
Well, and a lot of them are based off of true stories.
are.
A lot
Yeah.
of them are. And that's pretty much what Lifetime tries to focus on is finding real life stories that have happened like that, you know?
Oh, I'm telling you,
No, it's be
they
crazy.
they just need to come talk to me for a week because I'm
And
telling you, I have some of the funniest things that have happened to me over my lifetime. That it's absolutely unreal, And yeah, I think we can make some heck of some hellacious movies on there. I forgot we're like on a different type of radio, so I can say bad words,
yeah, that's
you
true.
know,
That's true.
but I
You
try not to
can.
say bad words.
Right. Yeah. That's fine. It's
I
okay.
said 19 of them before I walked in the building, so I can get it
I
out of my
believe
system.
it. I don't
So,
know what it is when I'm on here. It's like it's hard for me to on this show, but when I'm on Joko Vibes,
yeah,
it's a lot easier for me to like be a little bit more free because, I feel like that's more of a like not as I'm not having
yeah,
to try to be as professional. But yeah, on this one, I'm trying to be more of a I'm trying to be my real estate, you
right,
know,
yeah.
entrepreneur here. So that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tone that down just a little bit. But
Oh,
we're all human. If you don't
absolutely.
cuss, I mean, more power to you. How?
Matt don't.
Really?
Matt does not cuss. I've been trying to get him to.
I'm shocked.
Hmm.
I don't know why I'm shocked, but I mean, because
Yeah, does
it's
not cuss.
yeah, that's a challenge for me,
Oh, it is for me too. That's like 90% of my vocabulary.
right? And
Yeah.
it's not that I'm using it in a negative way.
Dude, I saw you cuss in German just a while ago.
I did.
Like a whole bunch. I thought you
I
were like
did.
just speaking like really fast.
That
And
was
it
a
turns out,
German.
yeah, you're cussing in German. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was giving Tiffany a hard time.
So let's hear your scary story.
Oh,
I
yes.
definitely
Oh,
want to hear this.
okay. So, I had buyers
Hmm.
and we were going to go look at this property. Well, it was an older house,
Yeah.
like pretty old. It looked like in the pictures that maybe it had some renovations, and it did. I feel like it had a little bit, not entirely. Some of it was still, from its original form, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're walking into this house, and right as we get to the door, first of all, I was struggling to get the key out of the key lock thing.
Oh, it had a hold on you.
Yeah, it was not going to let it open. Like I was like, I know I'm putting the combination in right. I know I'm pushing like something. So the key, I guess, was stuck.
Yeah.
So finally I get it and we're going in and I'm already like kind of flustered, right? Because I couldn't get the stupid key out of the key thing. And then we start walking through the house and I'm like, okay, this is definitely a little bit older. Like the pictures really didn't reflect, and you can't always go based off of pictures, people just saying. But anyway, so we start walking through the house and we get to this one room. And I swear if the walls could talk, they would have probably told me a lot of things that happened in this house
Yeah.
at some time ago. Okay. Because as soon as we walked closer to this, we were in this hallway where the bedrooms were, and we get closer to this bedroom, and my hair on my arms and everything is just like standing on end. And I'm walking through there, and I'm like looking at my client, like, okay, um, and I couldn't talk. I could
Yeah.
hardly talk. Like it was weird. Like my whole like being was being like trying to be possessed or taken over or something almost. I don't know, by whatever entity was in there,
Yeah.
and I could feel it. I could feel it was bad. It was just bad juju for
Yeah.
real. 100%. And I looked at her and I was like, I think we need to walk out of this room. Okay, let's walk out of this direction. Okay. I'll explain when we get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk negative in front of the ghost.
No, not at all. Like, yeah, I was
Yeah.
just like, let's just walk out of here. Okay, let's go.
Like we're gonna walk out of here. Whatever's in here, give me this bad juju. You just stay right here. We'll
Right.
give us just a couple seconds.
And then so as we are walking around, I was like, did you feel anything kind of creepy? And she was like, I did. And I was like, okay, okay, let's just, do you like this place? She's like, no. I was like, okay, let's walk out. So we walked out and we locked the door, and then I couldn't get the door to lock.
Oh no, they didn't want you to leave now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, first I couldn't get the key out, and then I couldn't
Exactly.
lock the door. I
Yeah.
was like, hey, there's something really fishy going on with this place. Like, I got the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
Oh.
But it was really bad energy. It was really bad energy in that house. And then I ended up talking to my buyer, and she's like, so what happened? What did you feel? She was so curious.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, there was definitely something that happened in that house at some point, and there's something there still. And she was like, and I was like, I hope you don't think I'm crazy, but that's just what I was feeling. She's like, you know what? I was kind of feeling something really bad too. And I was like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that just validates it. Good
Yeah.
deal. I'm glad we're out of here. So yeah, needless to say, that was one of my scarier. I do have one more.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So I'm showing up to this property,
Mhm.
and as soon as I get there, and luckily I got there before my clients. I try to get there before my clients for defense mechanisms, right? Like
Right.
to be able to protect myself.
Mhm.
If I've got somebody behind me and I'm trying to get the key, you never know what somebody's intentions are.
Right.
So I always try to get there early, and so that I can get in, unless I,
You like set up your guns all over the house and stuff.
well,
like that?
I do have guns in the house. Yeah, I do have a license to carry.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to be talking about that too here in a minute. It's going to be so funny.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I pull up, and the door is wide open,
Mhm.
and nobody's there. There's no other cars.
Hmm.
The door's just wide open. We're kind of a little bit out in the country, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Now there are houses that are somewhat close, but not that close. And so I look at that and I'm like, that don't look fishy. That looks fishy. So then I
Right.
see my clients pull up, and I'm like, I'm gonna need you guys to stay right here in your car, please, for just a minute. I have my license to carry. I'm
You're
like
all
FBI
you're all
agent.
out your boot, walking through there.
I did. I walked through the house.
You cleared the house.
I did. I cleared the whole entire house. I even went
Nice.
upstairs and cleared the upstairs too.
Yeah.
And my clients were like, what were you doing? And I was like, well, the door was wide open when I got here. And that's a little fishy. You know, you never know. Like
Yeah.
maybe somebody had just left. I'm not sure.
I
Something was off. And so I was like, I'm gonna go check this house out before you guys come in. And they were like, you are the coolest real estate agent I've ever met.
Hey,
I was like, thanks.
you know what the funny thing is I can seriously like picture you like being in this bedroom over here, and there's another bedroom over here, and you doing like a combat role in between like bedrooms.
I really should have videoed me. I should have
Tell
videoed
you,
me.
like you feel so cool
Right.
doing it,
Yeah.
and then you get the video of yourself, and it's like,
I look stupid.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what,
It was great. That was a great day.
man.
That was fun.
Yeah, I tell you, you know, it's that's something that I like, no joke. Like even now, I mean, you know, I spent a long time in the army, you know, and my PTSD is like no others. If I come home and I'm the only one there, I literally clear my own house. Like I do. And
Yeah.
to me, that's like a normal thing. And I know there's a lot of veterans out there that's a
I do
normal
that
thing for
too.
them too.
Yeah.
You know, we clear our own houses. Like I don't know why we do it, but we do it.
And if you ever take one out to dinner or lunch, make sure that they are facing the door,
Absolutely.
not facing the other side, because
Yeah.
they can't have their back turned. They
No.
have to be able to see everything around them.
Yeah. So
I know all about this.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's pretty crazy. I wish I could have been there to watch you clear a house. That would have been awesome.
It was pretty, I felt very like, and I
Yeah.
was like creeping around, like, you know, being very
Right.
like, okay, who's around that corner? If there's somebody around that corner, are you ready to pull that trigger, Diana? Are you ready? And I was preparing myself
Yeah.
mentally, like I'm about to have, like, hopefully it's not somebody that's innocent that had lived in this house and was getting something that they forgot somewhere
Right.
hidden in like a wall or something.
Like this was my grandma's little necklace. And I
Right?
came back to get it before you sold my nanny's house.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
thank
And-
you for putting that 38 in my leg.
Exactly.
So,
Oh, I know. And that's the thing. Like I'm actually a really good aim.
are you?
Yeah. So when I went and did, anytime I go shooting, so when I actually got my license to carry,
Uh-huh.
I had shot guns before that, but I went and I actually got tested, you know, to see how great I was. And So what is it? 235, I think, or 240 or something is the highest score you can get,
Yeah.
right? I think, or no, 250. It's 250. 250 is the highest score you can get. I got a 235. I got
Nice.
one in the jugular that didn't count because it wasn't in the
In the torso.
torso, and
Yeah.
then one in the groin.
Oh, dang. Well,
That would suck.
I think you should have got double for that
I feel
one.
like that too, right?
I mean,
Thank
it's like,
you.
hey,
I told the instructor, I was like, this is BS.
it's like it's like, hey, you know what? If somebody is attacking a woman and you shoot them in the nuts,
Mm-hmm.
that counts as double.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's like, hey, if you're a dude and you gotta attack women, you're getting shot in the nuts. All
Right.
right. Don't attack this lady. She'll shoot you in the nuts.
Exactly.
So
Well, and I'm in one of the highest risk professions.
oh, absolutely.
And so it's really good for me to be prepared and ready. I take defense classes. I have a tactical pin.
Do
I
you?
do. I
Okay.
carry a tactical pin on me to also make sure that nobody want to mess with me. Okay.
There you go.
So
You
I am
shot in the nuts
protected.
and stabbed.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And if I ever get in a wreck, I can break my window.
Yeah, there you
I can
go.
cut my seatbelt.
Heck yeah.
So I'm
All with that
prepared.
pin?
All with the pen. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'll just show you my tactical pin.
I don't want to see your tactical pin. I'm afraid if you pull it out, you're getting stabbed in the nuts.
Well, as long as you're good, we're good.
We're good. We're good then. All right. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to get one of these. That sounds
Yeah.
like that sounds really cool. You know, I mean,
It's got a screwdriver on it. So I take it with me with my appointment onto my appointments.
yeah,
Because, I might carry, yes. But typically, when you have somebody that's going to come at you,
yeah.
if they're too close in vicinity, that gun's not going to help you.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Right.
So you're going to have something that's a little bit more ready and available. So on that, it does have the screwdriver, which you could easily stab somebody in the eye with that because that's the
Right.
tip of it. And then there's the pin
Yeah.
that's there for that purpose as well. But also there's pressure points that you can hit to push somebody away from you.
Right.
So I like to use the flashlight part, and I would hit it up against their chest right here on their sternum,
Uh-huh.
and it pushes them instantly away from you.
We should bring Matt in and test this out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
He's like,
I'm not gonna
me.
I'm not gonna volunteer for this, but we should bring Matt in. We'll test this out.
Well, one of the
Test this
things that
out.
I'm working on is having a defense class for other agents.
Yeah.
And bringing more awareness because
That'd be
there's a
cool.
lot of horror stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Here's the biggest question about that pin.
Okay, yes.
Does it right?
It does.
Shut up.
It does. I
So
have
you
a
can-
pin, a flashlight, and a whistle.
It's got a whistle on
It's
it
got a
too.
whistle,
Oh my
yes.
gosh! Now if it comes with like 4 quarters, so you can call 911, we're buying it.
Well, it doesn't
It's
have
got, It's got
that.
a rape whistle and a 4 quarters.
Right, no, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that. But mine even came with it's like a little card. It looks like a card,
Yeah.
but it has a wrench on it. It has like a compass on it too.
Joko Live Radio Caller.
Oh, we've got a caller. Hold on one second.
What?
Joko
Oh, wait, it
Live
could
Radio
be a
Caller.
spam. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to see. You're live on air with Real Estate Reality. How can I help you? Yep, they weren't supposed to call.
Oh. Who was
I bet they were like, I don't know, spam caller, probably trying to sell something.
Oh.
Um,
In
so
the last 1 minute of our show.
right, exactly. How dare you? Rude.
No.
Salespeople.
For real. We're sitting here boosting up a tactical kill you, but be able to shine a flashlight to see yourself doing it pin.
And what's cool is like it's a flashlight, so I can use it
No.
if we're going in. So like some homes that I take people in, they don't have the electricity on.
Right.
I do not like that. I really feel that it really needs to be more addressed. Agents, if you're listening, make sure that your seller has the electricity on.
Yeah.
Because for one, that keeps your agent safer, your buyer agents that are coming in there. For them to have to walk in through a dark house at night with a stranger is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, we ran out of time.
We did.
We did. I see it got so fast.
I know. I mean, I think we just kind of we were good. We did good.
We did good. We
We
talked
did.
about some tactical stuff
I'm
and
telling you.
defense, which I want to talk more about next time.
Definitely.
For
Definitely.
sure.
I'd love to come in and hear this.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Awesome.
All right. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so happy we got to have Mike with us again. We'll bring him back, guys. We'll bring him back. All right. This is Diana Roberts signing out. Bye, guys.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio. Attention all